Hi everyone, this is SSG, aka Sergeant Sentinel, and welcome to another XPN video game review. Today we're talking about Ravenlok, but before we continue, please don't forget to hit that like button if you enjoy this video. Share this video with someone who may like it as well. Do not forget to subscribe to our channel and hit that bell icon so you can be notified when we upload new content, whether that's new game review videos or new episodes of our podcasts. Developed and published by Canadian studio Cococucumber, Ravenlok is an indie game that is a reimagining of Alice in Wonderland, and it is an action RPG with numerous puzzles throughout. It released on May 4th, 2023 exclusively for the Xbox ecosystem. That is for the Microsoft Windows, Xbox One, and Xbox Series consoles. So unfortunately, if you are a PlayStation gamer, you are unable to play this, except if you want to play it on PC. While you're able to name your character whatever you want, most of the characters you encounter in the game simply call you Ravenlok. And of course, the Ravenlok term is, it's in the game they explain it's supposed to be a savior for this magical world that you're transported to whenever you touch an old mirror, sitting in the corner of your family's barn. Now, the interesting thing about the mirrors in this, if you remember in the original Alice in Wonderland, the mirror was how she got there. They said, through the looking glass, that's how she got to this magical world. So what the developers have done is they've actually implemented that as kind of a gameplay mechanic, I guess. It's a fast travel system is what it is between these different areas, and I believe there's 8 different areas. That way you don't have to go the long way around. You can just use one of these mirrors to traverse to these different areas, and this is especially helpful when you're doing a lot of these quests where you have to go here, tackle this boss, or find this ingredient in order to help this NPC, and then of course in return, by helping them, it allows you to tackle another one of your quests. And there are a lot of quests that you're going to get for this, but all you have to do is look around for them. For the most part, there, like I said, there are some puzzles in here, but the puzzles are nowhere near as difficult as some of the games out there. And it feels like this game is a nice, it's a nice experience for mature gamers, as well as for kids that are just starting out with these types of games. It has such a beautiful aesthetic. It does have some pixelated graphics to it. I think it has, like they call it, the voxel art or whatever it is. The soundtrack is beautiful, and just this entire experience is it's so well put together. It's so well creatively done, and you don't get that with a lot of games. It's like you get that a lot of times with indie games, but for some of the indie games just aren't that well done. This game is probably one of the best indie games I've ever played in my life. And I'm not even an Alice in Wonderland fan, really, but once I started playing this, and especially once I got to this magical world within the game, it really drew me in. And that's a very important part about a game, is if it's able to draw you in, you won't be able to put it down. And I couldn't. The entire time I was playing this game, I didn't play another game until I was finished with this. And it took me like 8 or 9 hours. I couldn't play straight because, I'm an adult with responsibilities. So it took me, one day playing and then the next day finishing. But if you're looking for a game to check out on a weekend and you have time to play, check this out. If you have a couple hours a night, pick this up, check it out. It's definitely worth it. It's such an amazing story. How they tell the story is phenomenal. Different parts of the story, like basically requiring you to get these 3 heart trinkets that plug, or basically they act like keys for the door leading to the evil queen's mansion. Such a nice touch. Such a nice touch. And everything about this game is very well thought out. Like I said, I really enjoyed myself, and the boss battles are fun, but they're not overly complicated, and kids can definitely do this. Even kids that aren't used to having to fight bosses like this, There are 4 different super moves that you can do using the left and right bumpers, left and right triggers that help you to tackle these harder enemies. There's also different bombs, like the acid bomb, the ice bomb, the fire bomb, and of course you have health like the health potions that help you last through these boss fights. You go to the vendor in game, you buy them with currency that you earn from smashing all these pots, and it allows you to have a fun and interesting experience without it being overly stressful. So for people that are just looking for something interesting and fun to play for a day or two, I would recommend this. Hell, I would recommend this to anyone who has Game Pass. It's that good where I would consider this one of those must-play games for May. And in June if you don't have time this month. Anyway, that's it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. I greatly appreciate it. Also, feel free to watch our other videos on XPN Network and definitely download Ravenlok today. Until next time, this is Sergeant Sentinel. Take it easy, gamers.